the axe slowly began to rise. For a moment it remained motionless above the head of the condemned man, in the complete silence of the square. And then, as the heavy blade began to descend upon the victim, something unexpected happened.
Ramat speaks to you. And now it will reveal itself to you if you are brave enough to be part of mysterious powers.
And so, before the astounded eyes of the surprised trio, at first gentle outlines appeared.
Harpoons, quickly, harpoons.
What is it, a pod of whales?
What whales? A monster, a sea monster.
Thorfinn, Thorfinn!
I am here, master!
Let them go, Thorfinn!
An urgent message from an old friend takes Zagor and Chico far to the cold north, to a harbor gripped by icy dread. Entire whaling crews disappear without a trace, and the sea whispers of an ancient, forgotten horror. Embarking on a dangerous investigation, our heroes will soon find themselves face to face with a mystery that defies reason and an enemy that seems to have emerged from the darkest legends. Every step leads them deeper into a deadly trap from which, it seems, there is no escape. In the quiet silence of his cabin in the Darkwood Valley, our two friends are using their free time to do a demanding job.
There, Eagle's Peak should be around here somewhere.
You're wrong, my friend. I think Eagle's Peak is on the opposite side. That is to the north? Actually, no, I meant to the south. Wait a minute. Now that I think about it, it's to the east.
For heaven's sake, give me that map. Chico, if travelers relied on your sense of direction, they'd end up in Africa or Europe instead of Darkwood.
Ooh, terribly funny. It's all your map's fault. It's bad. You haven't marked the most important places. You see, some recognizable signs are missing here, like I don't know, arrows, for example. Yes, arrows. Mom! Help, we're under attack. Quick, everyone to your battle stations.
Don't be ridiculous, Chico, come out, it's not what you think. You see, it's just a letter, addressed to me, which Drunky Duck kindly sent me. Thank you, Drunky Duck, won't you stay with us for a while?
I can't, Zagor. I have to continue to Fort Henry.
What a pity, still, greet the commander for me and tell him I'll visit him sooner, or later. Have a good trip.
See you, Zagor!
Hey, wait a minute. Are you saying the arrow that almost killed me was just a way to send mail?
Yes, as you can see, that's how it is. Our Drunky Duck is a bit of an unusual postman.
Drunky Duck, that drunk again, and I almost died of fright. It won't end like that, by all the mustaches in the family. Hey, you postman, you there! Since you delivered only an ordinary letter, receive this telegram now.
Calm down, Chico. Is that how you dismiss a poor soul who traveled dozens of miles just to deliver us a letter? Besides, I don't receive letters that often. It must be something special and important.
Read it quickly. Who knows? Maybe a relative left.
Don't talk nonsense, Chico. The only one I could inherit something from is you.
P.U. In that case, you'll have to wait a little. My friend?
1,000 scalps.
Caramba and Carambita. Come on, speak. Do you want me to die of curiosity?
It's Fishleg. Do you remember him, the man who saved us from death that terrible night when we fell into Lake Erie?
Caramba, Carambita. What does that good man want from us? He hasn't crashed his new ship already, has he?
It's not so bad, fortunately. However, our friend is very worried about something and asks us to come help him. And it seems that, judging by his last words, he urgently needs help.
Let me read. Come quickly, it's a matter of life or death. My mother. crazy? No letter ever arrives here. And when one finally does, it's a matter of life or death. Fortunately, there's always an easy way out. 3. It's over. The letter got lost somewhere along the way and we are at peace again.
Shame on you, Chico, you're only thinking of yourself again.
But Zagor, with all those troubles a few steps away from us, you're not going to look for them even at the North Pole.
Listen to me carefully, fat man. First, I don't usually abandon those who ask me for help. Yay. Second, if fear hasn't completely eaten your brain, try to remember how Fishleg saved our lives.
Yes, certainly.
Third and last, Maine is not at the North Pole, but only 1,000 miles from here.
Maine? You said Maine?
Yes, that's where Fishleg lives. More precisely, in Port Whale.
Caramba, carambita, but it's terribly cold. There's Zagor. Don't forget that I come from the Aztecs, lovers of the sun.
Don't exaggerate. A coat a little warmer than the one you usually wear will be enough for you.
Yes, I think I have something good. You'll see. Oh, I leave the forest hills now. So lovely, I have no choice. I go now among the penguins. Because of some stranger there, I leave everything now. I have to go among the bears, seals, into the very lion's den.
For heaven's sake. Chico, stop already. May I know what you're doing there?
I already told you, but I'll repeat it in a song. Chico bravely welcomes every new adventure. He is quickly ready for the journey. He walks straight on the path. And there, when do we leave?
Oh no!
The next morning our friends left their cabin and sailed by canoe. For the next few days they continued their journey north by various means. Until, after many days,
We've arrived, boys. Our paths diverge here. However, you won't have much trouble. As soon as you cross the hill, you'll see the houses of Port Whale.
Thank you very much for the ride, friend. Have a good trip. Drink a drop in the tavern to our health.
Pooh, you said a drop. By Jupiter, I can drink the whole tavern with this? Yeepee, let's go, pony. You'll get a double portion if you take me to Newville quickly. You heard I said, let's go. Yippee!
1,000 scalps. That means to be truly thirsty. Port Whale, my friend. We have arrived in the whale hunter's paradise.
I'm really interested to see what the crazy people who hunt these beasts look like. My mother, once in a saloon, a Swedish wheeler, told me something that made my hair stand on end. That man was in a boat with others who were hunting whales, and suddenly a whale appeared in front of them. Well, that whale was as big as a mountain and opened its mouth wide. Bang him! He swallowed the boat and crew in one bite, just like I eat a cream cake. You can imagine how scared that man was. In the darkness of the whale's belly, he had already begun his last prayer when something special happened. Probably an oar got stuck in the whale's throat and made it sneeze and cough. And he, my lucky friend, flew out like a catapult, alive and well. Isn't that interesting? I don't need to mention that since then the poor guy can't stand even ordinary sardines. Even simple fish soup causes him a hysterical attack.
Obviously. Your friend had a lot to drink before he told you that stupid story. I have never seen a whale, but as far as I know, there is no specimen so large that it could do what you told me. But the truth is that the whale hunter's job is dangerous. During the hunt, the sea claims dozens of victims.
By 1,000 potions of my pharmacist grandfather, with all the small fish in the sea, I don't understand why it is necessary to hunt those mountains of fish. They aren't even tasty.
DAAs. Whales aren't hunted to be put on the pan. Whales are a good business for those who hunt them. Their blubber is used as oil for lamps, and their bones are used to make corses and umbrellas for elegant ladies.
A real live gold mine?
Yes, if you know that 50 barrels of oil can be obtained from just one whale. LL
Hey, look over there, Zagor.
Port whale.
We finally arrived. Not bad for a village, but all those ships there don't promise anything good. Let's be frank, Zagor. I hope that after the experience on that damned Red Witch, you won't make me climb onto one of those ships again.
I can honestly tell you that I'd rather stay on solid ground, Chico. But I can't promise you anything until I see what good Fishleg wants from us.
Let's go then. I want to clear this up as soon as possible. Since we're already here, I'd like to satisfy this terrible hunger that has been plaguing me for so long.
Ha ha ha. I understand. Well then, incorrigible glutton, I officially invite you to lunch.
Hooray! Open your doors, taverns! The most refined gourmet in the world will now taste your dishes.
Port Whale. A small settlement which, like Nantucket before, reached a certain level thanks to new trade activities which, in this case, come from whaling. On the hill, far from the smell of fish oil, are the elegant homes of ship owners and merchants. And down in the bay, ships of all kinds gently sway. Not far from them, there is a whole row of shops, warehouses, taverns, drowned in the complete confusion and liveliness of every seaside town.
Make that harpoon well, Jeff. The last one wasn't very good.
Nonsense. Nothing imperfect comes from my hands.
And I tell you again that it's not true. On the last voyage, I didn't manage to hit a single whale properly.
Exactly, Teddy was always one of the best shots. I never saw him miss so many shots as on his last trip.
I can't explain it at all. I aimed right, but hit left. I aimed high, but hit low. Believe me, Jeff, your harpoon wasn't right. Who knows, maybe its tip was too big, or its balance wasn't measured well.
Let's see.
You aimed right and hit left. You aimed high and hit low. I think I understand your problem. Teddy.
I have something for you.
Bagel harpoon?
A new model? Something even better, friends.
A pair of nice glasses.
Gulp.
Good day, people. Can you tell me if Captain Humboldt's ship is in the harbor?
You mean Golden Baby?
That's right.
Do you know where he is, boys?
Actually, I haven't seen Fishleg for a few days.
Yes, neither do I.
Ask about him over there in that shack. The Barnabys record the arrivals and departures of all ships in the harbor.
Thanks for the information, people. I'm going there right away.
Wait, Zagor, let me. This time I'll earn the lunch you promised me.
1,000 scalps. I support your goodwill.
Good day, mister. And Emad Barnaby.
Good day, friend.
I would like to.
Certainly, we already understood. You're looking for a ship to board. Let's see what you can do. 7 start.
OPLA, hold this.
Glub.
Limp muscles, unsteady legs.
But I wanted to.
Good, good. Let's start with the next experiment. Mr. Barnaby.
Right away, Mr. Barnaby. Run. Jump. Move.
Damned.
Jump.
Damn it, damn it.
Run.
Our reflexes in terrible condition. Slow and clumsy.
Damn you and your experiments! Will you finally let me speak? I only wanted to.
You and reasonable choleric temperament. Bad for a potential sailor. Throw him out, Barnaby. No captain would ever take such a man on board. 7.
That's right, Barnaby. Goodbye, fatty. No ship for you.
You know what I'm gonna tell you, friend? The more I know sailors, the less I like them.
But is that information?
We'll get to it where I thought. Let's go. Anyway, there is only one place where they will know everything about your friend. The drunken sailor. The saloon.
Soon.
Don't overdo the beer, Chico, or you'll end up dead drunk under the tail.
I drunk? You're joking? Hick, hick. This drink is like cold water. Hick. Compared to the wine? Hick. That is drunk in my country. Yes, sir. Hick. Pure spring water.
Good day, stranger. May I offer you a job?
How could I not? Ademaro he kick. What is it about?
Here, do you want to buy this bottle? Look, isn't it wonderful? Look carefully at how precisely the masts are made. See the perfection of all the proportions. Doesn't it remind you of the endless ocean, of the infinite horizons?
HIC. Honestly, my dear sailor, an empty bottle reminds me of only one thing. That it should be filled like this. So it can be emptied again. Like this.
Thunder and lightning. Oh, my ship, my poor ship, my 6 months of work.
Look. Hee. I bet that in the entire history of seafaring no ship has like this one. Ended up wrecked in the middle of beer hike. Hee.
You stupid fool, since you already broke my ship, why shouldn't I break the bottle too?
Hey, calm down, sailor. Don't overdo it. My friend has just had a little to drink and...
No one asked for your opinion.
Hey!
Clumsy angel.
Damn, right now when I was finally starting to win.
I'm sorry, boys, but that double door wardrobe is to blame.
Enough! You are just a ruthless and in port whale. That's how we deal with it.
1,000 scalps. I've had enough. If you think I traveled hundreds of miles just for you to beat me up, you are terribly mistaken. You'll see that right away.
Leave the ship, Sailor Vela. Sail the 94-3 sky among the clouds. Good hit, cheek, friend. 47 of mine. I'm leaving the Navy. I'm joining the infantry. ACTO? I meant to say, long live the cavalry, hick, yippee. Hick.
Thunder and lightning, no clumsy fool has ever dared to humiliate sailors with impunity. Let's all show him. That's right, Carson, let's attack the peasant friends.
Let's tear them apart.
Attack!
Encouraged by their numerical advantage, they all threw themselves at our hero. But they didn't skip poor Chico either.
Come on!
1,000 whales.
Damned gorilla!
That's not how it's done, Adi Emerald. But like this. Or like this. Or like this. Well, this is probably the last one. No, I made a mistake. There's another one.
No, Zagor.
Fish leg. 1,000 scalps. I'm sorry, my friend. I recognized you too late. I couldn't pull back my fist.
Fist? Thunder. Do you call that mallet a fist? My head is spinning, as if I've been chewing river pebbles instead of tobacco.
Believe me, fish leg. I'm really sorry.
Well, son, don't get too excited. The important thing is that you arrived, and your arrival will comfort everyone, including the owner of this tavern. Cheer up, boys. This is Zagor, the great friend I told you about. He came here to free us from trouble.
by Neptune's beard, thank goodness. He's a friend.
Welcome to Port Whale, Zagor. I'll send you the bill for the broken woodwork and glass K.
And I, the dentist's bill.
All right, folks, enough with the complaints. What's a few broken tails and glasses in exchange for the help Zagor will give us? Come on, Smile, grab your glasses and toast to the end of our misfortunes.
That's right, Fishleg. May the shadows of fear and death depart from Port Whale.
Hand me the glasses, Eddie.
For Zagor, hip hip.
Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Hick hurry, hick hurry, hick.
After a few moments, the spirit with the axe, Chico, and Fishleg left the tavern and headed towards one of the docks.
I'm glad to finally show you my ship, Zagor. Although I hoped it would be under better circumstances.
1,000 scalps. That funeral face of yours is starting to worry me. Captain, what's actually happening to you?
It's not just me who's been unlucky, but all the fishermen around here. Try to contain your impatience for just a few more minutes. I'll tell you everything in my cabin. Allow me to introduce you to the Golden Baby Friends. It cost me $20,000 if I catch fish according to plan. In 8 seasons, I will pay off the debt to its former owner. But look at her, boys. Isn't she beautiful?
Well, if you say so. I apologize for the lack of enthusiasm, but I don't have much faith in these boats.
Listen, tell me something before we go up. Are you sure your boat is firmly moored to the shore?
What a question. I tied it up myself.
Let's go then. I wouldn't want to repeat the terrible experience of being at sea again.
Be brave, Chico. Don't be so distrustful. A sailing ship, after all, is a floating house. A house with beds, a kitchen, and a pantry.
A well-stocked pantry?
Excellently stocked, and it's easy to find. It's down there at the end of the corridor.
You don't have to say anything more. You've convinced me.
Haha. Your friend is indeed a special guy, Zagor.
Ale, you mean monstrous.
I'm already at sea. But who cares when there's meat and fish in the pantry? I'm not afraid of storms while the soup is cooking. Typhoons are a small thing while the pan is full.
Welcome aboard, little white man.
Mom! Cannibals! Cannibals! Savages! Help! Help! Zagor! Let's run immediately. We are surrounded. The ship has been taken over by cannibals.
1,000 scalps. What the hell are you talking about?
The truth. Zagor, by a miracle I survived. He almost caught me and ate me there in the kitchen.
Thunder, you're still drunk, Mexican.
Drunk? If only I were. Believe me?
I think I know what, or rather who, scared our sensitive friend. Chico is not wrong. One member of the crew is indeed a native of New Guinea. He came here on a Dutch ship. I must admit that his appearance is frightening, but good Tarawa is tamer than a lamb, and not to mention that he wouldn't eat human flesh even in his dreams.
Are you absolutely sure about that?
Honorable Captain's word. Chico, just go back to the kitchen without fear.
Maybe it is, as you say, Fishleg, but I will still keep an eye on that man. By all the mustaches in my family, it seems that this is my fate. Every time I step foot on a ship, nightmares await me. BAI need a drink to lift my spirits. Let's see what's in here. Mommy! Help! Quickly, over here. Here is one corpse. Quickly, take him out before my heart breaks.
By Neptune's beard, calm down, Chico. You made a mistake again. This is no corpse, it's just Ramath, one of my sailors. He found a quiet spot to sleep for 10 days.
10 hours, you meant to say.
No, I meant exactly days. You see, this Indian, whom I embarked on my last voyage to Polynesia, possesses special powers, as do many of his compatriots.
Some kind of magician?
Well, something similar, although the correct term is feki. That's a mixture of a charlatan. I'll be brief. This man says he gets terribly bored while in port, so he uses that time to sleep. He falls into a deep sleep, sometimes not waking up for weeks, and then he gets up the moment we sail.
Unbelievable.
Caramba carambita. But he'll starve to death.
Well, indeed, our Ramath always loses quite a bit of weight after such a sleep. But that doesn't bother him at all. He's always in full form. Look. In the holy name of Shiva and Vishnu, Ramath, wake up. 1, 2. And 3.
I am here. I am ready. Sailors on deck weigh anchor. Unfurl the sail.
What did I tell you? After a 6 days sleep, he's in full physical and mental form.
What form? That man is crazy. Everyone on this ship is crazy. Stand by me, Zagor. I don't want to move a single meter without you in this cage of lunatics.
Come on, let's go. Our friend Fishleg has a lot to tell us.
Come, let's go back to my cabin.
Come on, Fishleg. Start the story. I can't wait to hear why you so dramatically called me for help.
Well, actually, I don't have much to tell you, Zagor. What worries me is veiled in mystery. Only you can unravel it. Did you notice how the port is crowded with ships at anchor?
Well, I did, but I thought it was due to some usual circumstances.
On the contrary, at this time of year, all sailing ships should be fishing.
Of fear, and why?
If we knew that, we would have already solved half the problem. All we know is that in the last 3 months, 4 whaling ships have disappeared without a trace, with their entire crews.
Well, shipwreck doesn't immediately mean that.
I wasn't talking about a shipwreck, Zagor. I said they disappeared. The sea was smooth as oil those days, and the captains were not ons to easily run aground on rocks. On the other hand, perhaps the most important thing in all of this is the fact that all these ships went fishing in a new yet unexplored area.
I thought the fishermen from Port Whale only fish in the southern waters of Nova Scotia.
Well, that's how it was until last year. Then, however, large schools of whales moved north, so we had to follow them.
I see, but what do the authorities think about these strange events? I assume you have already informed the Navy about everything.
Of course, the owners of those missing sailing ships scattered like eagles, but the Army declared it all just ordinary disappearances due to natural conditions and didn't lift a finger. Meanwhile, sailors avoid going to that side. Ships remain in port, and the industry no longer receives fish and close its facilities.
Your city is in a difficult situation.
Oh yes, if this continues, Port Whale will become one of those ghost towns that are quite numerous in the mining area among the glaciers.
Yes, but it's time you tell me everything to the end. Fishleg, what should I do here?
I'll tell you right away. You just have to join me on a trip to the suspected area. There I will hopefully find answers to everything that bothers the inhabitants of Port Whale. I will probably have to search along the coast as well, and your presence will help me if there is an attack by the Indians who live there. By Neptune's beard, I've never been there, but I've heard that the Naskapi, Eskimo, and Bothuk tribes have bad habits.
Nonsense. Someone who keeps a cannibal in the next room shouldn't be afraid of anything.
Ha! I see that my Tarawa impressed you a lot, Chico.
Let's not change the subject, friends. The matter is quite complicated. However, my dear Fishleg, I'm afraid I'm going to disappoint you now.
How?
That I unfortunately have no influence over the tribes you mentioned. Naskapi, Bothuk, Eskimos, those are names I'm hearing for the first time. If there are any troubles, they will see me like any other white man and enemy.
So you won't come with me?
On the contrary, I am happy to offer you my help, and I hope I can be of use to you.
Hooray! Those are the words I expected from you, Zagor. Ha ha ha! I think this is a moment to celebrate with a shot of old rum that I save only for special occasions.
Just a moment, friend. Don't think you'll fool us with a drop of bad alcohol. I'm sorry, but neither I nor Zagor can stay on the Golden Baby. Surely you haven't forgotten our oath that we will never sail the sea again.
But don't overdo it, my friend. I never swore to such a thing. I admit that, like you, I don't like anything that sways. But this time we will forget those prejudices.
Prejudices? And you call that prejudices? Caramba, carambita. The last time we stepped on a similar ship, we had to endure blows, torture, hunger, thirst, shipwreck, and who knows what else.
That's right, Chico, but now the situation is different. Here we are on our friend's ship and...
None of that. This time I will be unyielding, incorruptible, unwavering, inaccessible, irreversible, sniff sniff, unavoidable, sniff sniff. But that smell, that wonderful aroma, it's like sneeze.
Duck in awning sauce is served, Captain. Unfortunately, today you will have to be content with only one dish. I didn't have time for turkey with chestnuts or chicken in wine. I apologize. Mon Capitaine.
Don't apologize, Gaston. My friends will adapt to the situation.
Mother, you meant to say that man prepares such dishes every day?
Well, good Gaston was a chef in an elegant French restaurant and still has the habit of preparing such fine dishes.
As I added everything up. Actually, after all, yes, anyway. Well then, I'm convinced by the difficult situation you find yourselves in. I will abandon my principles and board this ship.
Ha 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 ha.
The next day, a crowd of excited people watched the preparations for the Golden Lady's departure. 5 From time to time, a well-intended piece of advice would be heard for the brave sailors.
Be careful, Fishleg Mwai Furch.
Avoid trouble. We don't want your death on our conscience.
Come back soon. Bring back my Thomas. Captain, I beg you.
I cannot promise you that, Mrs. Marta, but one thing is certain. My men and I will do everything possible. Goodbye, people. I hope I can tell you as soon as possible what happened to our missing friends. Hoist the sails, straighten the rudder. Departure!
Good luck. Have a good trip.
May heaven help you.
There! So we're back on the damn ship.
Yes, who would have thought?
Tell me the truth, Zagor. What do you think is behind the mystery of the missing sailors?
I have no idea, Fatty. Who knows? Maybe it's an unknown strong ocean current that dragged them far away. Maybe an enemy tribe attacked them and dragged their ships away.
Or maybe something even worse. Have you ever heard of sea serpents, O people? OTD.
SNA? 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 Serpents? Caramba carambita. As far as I know, such animals do not live in salt water.
Let's rather say they are rare, very rare. But they are so terrible and so big that they could drag a ship to the bottom without difficulty.
My mother!
Captain Orabella could tell you a lot about that, as such a reptile split his main mast in half with one blow. And to that effect, the sailors from Santa Cruz who ended up in the sea off the coast of Bali. That's right, people. That was the end of that ship. The snake twisted around it. And then splash, it dragged him down.
Mommy, what do you say, Zagor?
Well, I don't know. But in any case, the sailors outdid the fishermen and hunters in stories.
The next few days, the ship continued sailing north. They were now off the coast of Nova Scotia. Meanwhile, the two new passengers were trying to get closer to the sailors. Very much so in some cases, quite complicated.
Ha, now we're going to show each other. We were good friends, but I still have to eat you. I wonder if white people are really much tastier than black people.
Mom. Zagor! Zagor! Help! Fish leg! Help! It happened. I told you so? I told you so?
Chico, what's wrong with you?
I told you, savage cannibal.
Who, Tarawa?
He himself. He went into the kitchen, and he's going to eat the cook.
What?
You're joking, Chico.
Are you not well? Are you delirious?
Damn it! I am completely healthy. I see well, and most importantly, I hear excellently. I heard him with my own ears saying he was interested in the difference between white and black meat.
I don't believe what you're saying, Chico, but I'll go and see anyway. Come on, lead me.
I'm not crazy, you go first. PSST, do you hear?
Yes, that's right. I'm sorry for you, but today I want to eat a white man.
Do you believe me now, my mother? What a crew! What a ship! What times!
Calm down, my friend. I still think that it's all just a misunderstanding.
Come and see your cannibal, Chico, haha.
Good day, Captain. The cook asked Tarawa for help. Then Tarawa decided to prepare a rabbit for dinner, but he doesn't know whether to choose white or black. Which is better, you tell me?
Although they always had a favorable wind, the journey continued slowly. For Fishleg to check if there was any sign of a shipwreck.
So?
Nothing. Captain, those down there are just some logs.
No sign of shipwreck.
Well, go back to the ship. Spread the sails. We're going, and you watch the depth of the sea. I want to sail along the coast. Warsovik Lavalier, you off-duty second shift.
Your people won't die of exhaustion, my friend.
Well, for now, I prefer to establish shorter shifts later, when we enter waters that are actually unknown to us. Who knows what we'll encounter? I want fresh, rested people ready for action.
In that case, I'll try to save my strength with a nice, refreshing sleep. See you later, boys. Ace Chewie will see each other in 2 hours, 24 minutes, and 8 seconds. That is, at dinner time. Please be on time. Hey, who's that in my bed?
Don't you see, it's Orlovic, the Albanian. I recommend you don't wake him up and find another place.
Yes, today he's in a bad mood. He could break you like a toot-hip pick.
So for now, I'll settle somewhere else. On this, for example. Have a pleasant rest, everyone. By all the mustaches in the family, what kind of disgusting joke is this?
Exactly, I'm sorry. We should have told you it's Ramath's bed. He says that in his country, all fikey, rifficky feckers, whatever they're called, sleep on nails.
Horror, madness, damn it, what a ship! What times, what a crew!
Days pass. Golden Baby rounded the North Cape. Entered St. Lawrence Bay, where navigation was immediately made difficult by the thick fog that settled over the sea.
1,000 scalps, how are we gonna get out of this?
Don't worry, Zagor. We Willers are used to everything.
Maybe you're right, Fishleg, but I'm still going to the bow. The view is better there. Wallers or not wallers, 4 eyes see better than 2. How's it going, friend?
You ask me, I've strained my eyes, but I can't see more than 50 paces.
Caramba, carambita. I'll help you. I have an eagle eye. What is that shadow there, for example? A mountain or a rock?
Where?
Down in front of us. Strange as if it's moving.
You're right. Now I see it. Something strained. It's moving. Straighten the rudder. Something is in front of us.
Something? What does something mean?
I don't know. Look for yourself, friend. It looks like thunder and lightning. SEA serpent.
No, that's impossible.
Mom!
Harpoons, quickly, harpoons.
What is it, a pod of whales?
What whales? A monster, a sea monster.
Are you kidding?
If only we saw him. I and everyone else.
True, I clearly saw his head.
It rose at least 4 meters above the sea.
Run to the hold and tell everyone to arm themselves.
My mother, my mother!
Where did he go? Where is he, damn it?
He seems to have disappeared, Captain.
Are you sure you saw well? Sometimes nerves can play a cruel trick.
I saw him, I tell you. His terrible face is still before my eyes.
I saw him too, Zagor. Does that mean anything to you?
That means tomorrow you'll all get less whiskey. Go back to your places, men. From now on, try to control your imagination. There are enough real dangers in these waters. No need to invent new ones.
Fortunately, the fog slowly began to clear. Enraged by the reduced whiskey ration, the sailors began to complain.
I tell you, I wasn't mistaken. It was the head of a dragon.
That could explain the disappearance of other ships. I won't let go of my harpoon all night, and if you're smart, you'll follow my example.
Oh, and how do you plan to defeat such a monster with one harpoon?
Exactly are you interested in what happened to someone I met in Shanghai?
So, that guy, a real Brittany giant, boarded. Ship ahead! Its sails are down? Yes, it looks like it ran aground.
Are you sure, boy?
Oh yes, I don't see a single man up there. But 1,000 walruses. Tell me, is that not perhaps the Blue Star? But of course it's the Blue Star, only it has such a stern.
Excited and curious, the sailors set to work with double the strength. Very soon they arrived near the ship.
Hey, you over there! people from the Blue Star, where are you hiding?
Damn me, sir. There's no one on the upper deck.
Damn it! Get closer, helmsman, and you. Prepare the boat.
And soon.
What do you think this is about, Fishleg?
Well, you don't easily find a ship this big floating freely on the sea. Who knows, maybe a storm broke out while the crew was ashore. But soon we will find out what happened.
The sailors climbed one after another. But when they stepped on board,
thunder!
1,000 scalps.
Terrible.
My mother, what the hell happened here?
Superfluous question, Chico. The arrows speak clearly, although I have never seen anything like this. Long limbs of unusual color.
Perhaps the Indians of this area use such things.
That's the only explanation.
So a battle, but why?
I wouldn't call that a battle. This is a massacre. Look closely, there are no weapons here at all. These poor souls didn't even have time to defend themselves.
But where did the rest of the crew go?
Yes, where is the ship's commander, Captain Scott?
There are no bodies here below, Captain, only a terrible mess. I have the impression that the warehouse was emptied by mysterious attackers. Not a single piece of dried meat, not a drop of whiskey remained.
Who knows, maybe the bodies of the others ended up in the sea?
Maybe, Chico. But perhaps they were taken as prisoners. In that case, it is our duty to find them, and if possible, liberate them.
Let's go back to the Golden Baby then. We have to search for the other missing ships. That will lead us to a trail.
a little later, our friends were already on their sailing ship. But before all the preparations for departure were finished.
Hey, look over there, people.
Thunder! Indians!
How fast they're going. They're paddling so fast they didn't even notice us.
They look scared. 1,000 scalps. It looks like someone's chasing them.
Everyone looked at the rocky cape, awaiting an answer to the reason for the desperate flight of the small canoe. Until...
My soul.
See a serpent.
That's it. That's the one from before.
But there are still more surprises for the crew of the Golden Baby, because a moment later the monstrous head revealed what it truly was. A bow ornament for a ship that seemed to belong to past times. On it were figures that seemed to belong to centuries gone by.
1,000 drums. What kind of people are these, Fishleg?
I can't believe my own eyes. They are dressed like Vikings, and the ship, with its characteristic square sail, speaks quite clearly.
You said Vikings?
Yes, a nation of sailors who, several centuries ago, terrorized the coasts of northern Europe. Their leaders were so skillful and brave that they sailed the ocean all the way to present-day Canada. But now is not the time for history lessons. Look there, Zagor.
Meanwhile, the mysterious ship had closed the distance. The paddlers in the canoe, seeing that they were lost, suddenly changed direction. They resolutely headed towards the Golden Baby, obviously wanting to ask for help.
By all the mustaches in the family, these weirdos are serious.
Now I understand why the Indians were so scared.
Help white people, help.
1,000 scalps. I don't know what's behind all this, but one thing is certain. I won't let that poor soul be killed in front of my eyes. Come on, red friend, over here.
Save me from those beasts. Save me if you are a man.
Chico Fishleg, quickly help me.
While Zagor and his friends tried to help the fugitive, the Viking ship, with its sails furled, slowed down. Arrived only a few meters from the Golden Baby.
Greetings, people of the South. Welcome to Wineland, the land of King Guthrum. I believe you have come with a spirit of peace. Before we strengthen our friendship with an exchange of gifts and stories, I, Prince Seavreed, demand that you cease protecting the man you have received on board. He is very dangerous to our community, and it is not right for you to hinder us in enforcing justice in Wineland.
He speaks well, I'll give him that.
Allow me to approach and board your ship. With wine, I will explain everything more easily.
What are we going to do now?
Well, I really don't know what to tell you. All in all, he might be right about the man we saved. The least we can do is listen to what he has to say.
Come on, men, tie up. I hope your wine is worthy of our whiskey.
The maneuver was performed without difficulty, and soon the two ships touched. When Zagor's voice suddenly broke through.
1,000 scalps. Don't let him up. To arms. Quickly, don't let him get close.
But what's happening, Zagor?
This arrow, it's the same as the ones that killed the men from the Blue Starrow.
They committed the massacre.
Zagor's discovery momentarily confused the Viking leader.
By God!
But he made a decision immediately.
They discovered us too late. To the attack!
With a war cry, the strange Vikings tried to board the Golden Baby.
Odin! Odin!
Odin!
But as soon as they recovered from the surprise, the sailors prepared for defense, grabbing whatever weapons were at hand, poles and harpoons.
Odin! Odin! Odin!
Ah!
1,000 scalps. Don't you have rifles? Fishleg, run and get them before it's too late.
Odin is with us, my warriors! Odin!
Their leader fights like a demon. Zagor will never repel them.
We'll try with weapons. 1,000.
Odin!
I don't know that Mefferdin you keep calling up on. But if it's the god of the sea, you'll see him up close. And now the two of us, dear prince.
Forward, for the gods! Follow me! Jump in, everyone!
Leave him to me, friend. I'll take him on. Hey!
Odin!
My mother, he can't be defeated.
Chico. What the hell are you doing in there?
A spy service. I'm studying enemy tactics.
1,000 scalps. Don't you have a pistol?
Well, I had it. I threw it at the waiter who didn't want to give me a sandwich on credit.
Damn it up there, I'll get out without your help, Reg. Now you'll see by 1,000 drums.
Ayak! Ayak! Ayak!
Now take care of the rest, boys. Come on.
Odin!
rifles. Here are the rifles.
It was about time for hell's sake.
Here you go, Mosley, and this one for you.
Come on, friends.
Seeing the turn of events, Siegfried gave the best order.
Let's get out of here! Quickly!
The Viking ship immediately pulled away. Sailing out to sea, under a hail of bullets.
Row harder! Harder! Damned fire spears that allow the weaker to prevail! But you, people of the South, listen to me! The kingdom of Wenland will be your prison, or your grave. Prince Siegfried promises you that.
Just shout, goat, there's nothing else for you to do. The only important thing is that this time your treacherous attack failed.
Yes, thanks to you, Zagor. That you didn't notice the arrow.
By the way, what about the Indian? Where is he with his help? We can easily figure out what's happening in this damned corner of the world.
So, Zarkov, what are our losses?
Well, we could have done worse, Captain. We have 2 seriously wounded, 3 lightly wounded, several bruised, and 1 missing.
1 missing?
Yes, we can't find a trace of one of ours. Maybe he ended up in the sea.
Just a moment, folks. Leave that to me. I think I know who disappeared. Are we missing this fighter?
Exactly him, Zagor?
Thanks to the first aid given by Zagor, the Indian regained consciousness. Soon he was able to speak.
Swar owes you his life, white people. The gods will not forget that. You were brave to oppose the Yellow Hairs, but fate will not always be so kind to you. You must flee now if you do not wish to die or end up like those before you on the big ships.
1,000 scalps. Do you mean you know what happened to the people who came here in the last 3 months?
Of course, you could see the wrecks of their ships and the skeletons of those who fought. If you dared to follow the canos of the yellow-haired ones, you would see many of your brothers working the hardest jobs under the threat of guards.
Damn it!
My mother?
The Yellow Hairs belong to a nation of warriors, hunters. They despise everyday tasks. That is why they need people to work for them. That's why they wanted to catch me. For about 2 springs I have been bringing my people here to hunt. In this land, both fishing and hunting are so good that we strange white people could live in peace. But they have been living here for a long time. Unfortunately, they met us with hostility and violence. I did not expect that. They immediately forced us to give them a portion of the catch. They said we had to give them game and fish as ransom for using their land. Then they wanted us to work in their village, but I refused since then, although we never started a real war with the Yellow Hairs. We live in constant fear of them. They constantly attack us. Of course, I am their main target. These dogs realized that by removing me, they could more easily persuade my people to submit. Despite all caution, I have fallen into their ambush several times. And if it weren't for you today...
Don't think about it anymore, my friend. Now think only of healing. You are a chief, and you must not be sick for long. Well, it seems everything is clear now. There was no shipwreck, no sea serpents. It's a bunch of slave-owning thieves.
Yes, but it's strange that no one knew about these Vikings. Their presence here remained a secret for too long.
Well, after all, you yourself told me that whalers have only recently started hunting in these waters, and military ships have no reason to sail this far north.
You're right, Zagor. Now, however, we must set sail and weave unless we want the thieves to return in double the numbers and attack us. We will return to Port Whale and report to the military authorities everything that is happening here. They will then send their forces to free the captured crew.
I'm sorry, but I disagree with you, Fishleg. Think about it for a moment. What do you think will happen to the prisoners? when the Vikings see a large attack threatening them.
But I don't believe OA.
I'll tell you what will happen. Those barbarians would kill them all immediately. Is that right, Sawar?
You judged well, white friend. The yellow-haired people are very cruel and vengeful.
But then what are we gonna do?
It's simple. Since I traveled 100 miles for you and arrived here, now allow me to truly help you. It is not impossible that an individual action will be more useful and better than a military attack. First, the golden baby should be moved to a safe place from possible attacks. And then all information about the Luxion of the prisoner should be gathered.
It's all quite risky. But I know you well, and I know you won't change your mind.
Your large canoe can stop in front of my village. Our tents are pitched in a bay where any enemy attack is impossible. My warriors will provide you with all the help you need.
Excellent suggestion, don't you think?
I agree, my friend. To your stations, lazy bones, departure. And you, my friend, come to the helm and lead us. I wouldn't want to run aground on any shallows.
Soon, the sailing ship sailed along the coast with full sails. Fishleg followed the Indians' instructions to the letter. Until, about an hour later.
Look there, white friend.
1,000 walruses, do you see that, Zagor?
A real ship graveyard.
Everyone's here. To the right is the rainbow. And there are the recognizable masts of Sea's Eagle. And that burned ship is Captain Corman's Blue Water. It was one of the most beautiful ships in Port Whale. Is there any sense in examining them one by one?
I don't believe it. We would probably be met with the same scene as on the Blue Star. Is that right, Sawar?
On those big canoes, only the skeletons of restless spirits remained. Stay far from them, white friends. Here, now we must enter that strait.
Into that narrow passage. Don't worry, it's the only sea route to the bay where my village is located. But the water is deep, there's no danger. He's probably right.
I hope so.
However, keep your eyes wide open. It's gonna get a little thick now. 1,000 whales. If I break the golden baby, I'll potch it with your head, boy.
Hoff, if your eyes and hands are steady, there is no danger, white friend.
1,000 scalps.
Thunder, Alert.
No, stop. Elijepek, Maimol, Nanatan.
Na Noltan Sero.
Opiuke, Antwigen Hapikam. Did you see? There's no reason to be afraid. Those are friends.
Karamba and Karambita, it's always the same in these parts. And friends and enemies greet you with arrows, tea?
As the ship made its way through the narrow channel, smoke began to appear from the top of the rocks, which were immediately answered by other puffs of smoke. And they, in turn, opened a whole series of other messages. After that, an unexpected action followed by the inhabitants of Niskapi village. They prepared a very warm welcome for our friends.
1,000 whales. It's as if they were expecting us, but who could have informed them?
Look at those smoke signals, Fishleg. There's a telegraph here, just like in the forest.
After a few words with the nearest people, my people will be happy to offer you hospitality in the village.
Sword turned to our friends.
Thank you, friend.
However, I prefer that the sailors remain on board. Some unforeseen event could force us to depart quickly, and I want to ensure that we are able to do so.
As you wish. In that case, we will bring meat and water to those who remain on board.
Thank you, the captain, and I will go with you. What do you want, Chico?
I'll stay on board. Between us, these unknown Indians don't inspire confidence in me. I feel calmer and safer on our ship. Mom! Zagor? Zagor? Don't leave me here alone and helpless. I'm coming, wait for me.
Soon a new excitement spread through the village. The newcomers became the object of general curiosity. The weight of the bad news brought by the chief is felt everywhere.
Of 2 more warriors fell at the hands of those beasts. We can't go on like this, Sawar. We have to do something. This land is not good for us. Let's take down the tents and go towards the land of long winters.
To go north. Never have you forgotten how our people paid dearly for ice and hunger.
That's true, young Sor. But it's true that staying here would mean death from the yellow hairs. That's right, for 2 years we survived by hiding in holes and fleeing like hunted animals. We can't go on like this.
By God, if only there were more of us.
Just a moment, friends. I completely understand your distrust and fear of the future, but I ask you not to rush into making decisions. I've been in similar situations before. Perhaps I can help you solve all your difficulties. First, tell me, are your enemies very numerous?
Who can know for sure? We can't get to their village.
However, I am convinced that no more than 400, 500 people live within those walls.
If we leave aside women and children, that would mean no more than 150 Vikings capable of fighting.
Maybe.
Cheer up, then. With a little courage and luck, you and your warriors could succeed. Especially if someone from the village itself helped you by opening the gates, removing guards or something like that. Is that right?
Well, very likely, but I don't see how.
I'll take care of that. Because I have to go inside, my friend. I don't want to leave the prisoners to certain death at the whim of those arrogant thieves. I think you're tempting fate too much. But if you've decided so.
May the gods be with you, Zagor.
That same night a canoe sailed from the village. He passed by the bow of the Golden Baby, entered the narrow channel. After exchange of signals with the guards, he went out to the open sea and continued its journey among the rocks. The trio in the canoe prepares for mortal danger, passing the time in various ways. The first rays of the sun illuminated the wild and inaccessible coast.
We've arrived. We'll land on that small beach.
I didn't think the village was so close.
Not exactly. We'll land here so we don't bump into any of the Yellow Hair's ships. We'll have to continue on foot. With great caution, our enemy's fields are here.
Files? And what the hell do they grow?
I don't know what it's called. Some kind of fruit. Small berries in piles from which drink is made.
Caramba! Carambita! Grapes!
Yes, what people? They don't work. They exploit others. They enjoy hunting and fishing, and they probably drink like sponges.
They're not crazy either. You know what I'm gonna tell you? My friend, instead of fighting them, I'm gonna ask them to accept me as an honorary citizen.
After carefully hiding the canoe among the rocks, the trio continued inland. After about an hour.
Stop! Look, there's the village of the Yellow Hairs. On the other side of the Great Wall is a harbor where large canoes are anchored.
1,000 scalps. This is a real fortress.
Am I right in thinking that you've lost a little optimism, my friend?
I'm afraid it won't be easy to get in unless, well, of course, it's very simple. Listen, Ranaska, did you say that some of the people work in the fields during the day?
Yes, that's right.
Wonderful, that means those hard-working workers must return to the village before nightfall. We'll borrow clothes from them.
You got carried away again, as usual. When we put on their horrible clothes, who do you think will fool with these faces of ours? Caramba, carambita, look at us. I'm darker than a raven, and you have hair like an Indian.
You're somewhat right. But the darkness could work in our favor. And, well, of course we solved that problem, fat man. Nature will give us hair and a beard worthy of the blondest northerners. Ha ha ha. Look, Corn.
So what then? Upon my honor, I think you've gone crazy.
These fluffy strands on the tips of the cobs will get us out of trouble. Now you'll see. Just a moment. Wow, how do you like it?
A scarecrow. A real scarecrow.
Well, we didn't invent camouflage to seduce young girls, but to enter the village, don't forget. That down there is certainly the path that leads to the fields. Let's follow it to meet our future victims. You run, Aska, hide well somewhere around here and keep an eye on the village.
If I'll slip among those rocks.
Excellent. Once we're inside, we'll communicate with you using smoke signals. And you will then deliver the message to the chief. Do you understand?
I understand everything, my friend.
May heaven help us all. The future of your people depends on us.
The gods will help us, brother.
We'll see each other again very soon. Run, Aska, I feel it.
Good luck.
After 2 hours, 2 miles away.
Since we've been here, not a single dog has passed. Who knows, maybe they don't work at all today. Maybe it's Sunday, or Christmas, or some other celebration. Living with you, I never have time to look at the calendar.
Quiet. Listen, the sound of wheels. A cart is approaching.
There it is indeed, and there are exactly 2 people on it.
Yes, these 2 people.
But the trouble is that one of these 2 people is a woman, and if you think I'm going to accept...
For heaven's sake, Chico, stop! This is no time to worry about details. If it were necessary for you to disguise yourself as a horse. Now quiet, if these 2 escape, they'll raise the alarm and then goodbye surprise. You take care of the woman, Chico. Make sure she doesn't scream too much.
A moment later.
Harold. Harold, Harold. Help.
1,000 scalps. This one is as strong as a bear.
Odin! OS!
Harold, Harold.
Calm down, woman. I don't want to harm you. Ha ha ha. You'll get away with a long wait. The only thing you'll lose are your beautiful braids. Come on, Chico, there are ropes on the cart. Let's finally get the job done and tie them up.
And so, soon.
Disgusting. Simply disgusting.
To be honest, you won't easily find a husband, miss. Cheer up, they're expecting us in the village.
Wheels spin on the stony path. And later, when they reached the great gates, the guards opened them with ease.
My mother, what grumpy faces, what masses of people. When I think they could jump on us any moment, it gives me the shivers.
Fortunately, it seems they're not looking at us. Obviously, the disguise worked.
Now what have you come up with?
According to Runaska, the harbor should be on that side. I want to find the prisoners as soon as possible.
Hey, we've arrived. There are those damned ships of theirs with the snouts that scared me that night.
1,000 scalps. There are our men. The Vikings are forcing them to work on repairing the ships.
Hey, you! May thunder strike you. You're here to work, man. Not to waste our freshwater supplies.
But I...
Quiet, back to your place. Prince Siegfried wants this ship to be finished soon.
Damned bastards. I don't know what's stopping me from.
For heaven's sake, calm down. Zagor, calm down.
I'll try, my friend, but now I'm even more determined. We must free those poor people.
But how will you approach them when they're so heavily guarded?
Something occurred to me. Now you'll see, listen.
Zagor whipped the horses and made them gallop.
Hold on tight.
When he reached the shore, he deliberately turned a little askew. One wheel caught a small wall, breaking and flying off.
Stop, stop, crazy animals.
Helpy!
My cart. Those two stupid animals destroyed my cart. By all the gods of sea and air, I won't be able to work anymore. I'm ruined and...
Ha 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 ha. Don't you think you're exaggerating, my friend? Actually, you were lucky. Look, only the wheel came off. You can easily put it back in place.
Easy to say. How am I gonna do that with my weak hands, with the help of my young niece? Lend us a few of those strong slaves.
But it's forbidden to lend them for other jobs.
Come on, handsome young man. Won't you help a lady?
A-N-E-H-A. Well, I'll indulge you only for your black eyes. So uncommon among Vikings.
Congratulations, black-eyed beauty.
OFF, do you really have to be funny?
Hey, you two lazy bones. Come on, help that old man fix the wheel and do it quickly if you don't want a good beating. Useless creeps. Yeah, excuse my rude expressions, but, you know, one must be strict with these people.
Oh, please don't apologize. It is known that warriors are tough and unyielding, and I like it that way. You are so irresistible cruel.
Oh.
At the same time, Zagor managed to whisper a few words to the nearest man.
Don't show surprise, my friend. I will tell you something very important. I came from Port Whale with Captain Fishleg, and I will do everything to free you.
God bless you. We can't take it anymore here. 4 of us have already died from exhaustion and blows, and we will follow them if something doesn't change.
I don't know yet how I will help you, but please spread that word among your own. Don't lose heart and be ready day and night. Things could start at any moment, day or night.
Okay.
Tell me where you sleep at night.
In that building down there, the largest in the village.
By Odin's lightning, will you hurry up, or will you just mumble?
Yes, yes, my friend. Fortunately, we're almost done.
If that's the case, I should receive a small kiss of gratitude, shouldn't I?
Well, I...
Come on, don't be shy, a little kiss. A small kiss for good Gunnar, who helped you.
But I know I can't. I'm engaged, and it wouldn't be right.
We won't tell your fiancé anything. Don't worry.
No, don't touch me. I am a serious girl.
What soft skin, velvety skin.
Hands off.
What a temperament, what energy, what determination. I adore wild women, my beauty.
Help, uncle. Help, no. Help, Zagor. Help.
Almighty Odin, man. Stranger, but then that old man.
1,000 scalps. We're already in trouble.
Run, run quickly.
Alarm! Alarm! Over here, warriors. Catch that man. Stop him.
Before the astounded eyes of all present, the helpless old man was instantly transformed into a young, strong man. A quick temper.
Ah.
Now draw, Chico.
It's too late, Zagor. Look.
Indeed, the shouts drew a whole crowd of Vikings who were already closing in on our friends. Maybe they'll catch us, Chico.
They only had one card left. But by 1,000 drums, we'll sell our skins dearly.
Oh!
By all the Darkwood drums.
Odin! Odin!
Things are going badly. But however bad things go, I'll still sell my skin dearly.
Odin! My holy Valhall! What's happening there? Foreign intruders have sneaked into the city. Prince Siegfried! Indians? No white people. What? Lywan and spears. It must be the same people who stole Sawar from me when I already had him in my hands. Over here, my weapon, armor. Odin. Odin! Odin, here. Thanks to the spirits of the dead warriors. That's the man who attacked me on the ship. I won't have a better opportunity for revenge. Just stand aside. That man is mine, people.
Ha ha ha. Look who's come to see us, the terrible bloodthirsty one. Our old acquaintance.
Beware, man. I have come to kill you.
I can't say I'm thrilled about it. But no one said it would be your way.
Odin!
Soon a crowd gathered around the two fighters, cheering on the prince at the top of their lungs. And he, in fact, didn't even need encouragement. A fierce and violent battle was waged.
Damn it, savage, fight! Don't jump like a horse!
If you really want me to, I can try.
By all mine.
Haha. It seems that's your fate every time we meet. You fall, little man.
By holy Odin's spear. What are you waiting for? Kill that dog. Kill him.
A new wave of attackers was already gathering for Zagor when a loud voice was heard.
No, stop! Don't touch that man!
Some strange person who appeared on the shore.
He.
He approached them with tottering steps.
Rage is a bad advisor. Prince Siegfried, don't forget that.
But they all stopped with respect.
You don't just kill two such interesting people. Make way for the king. Let his majesty pass. Come on, tie up the prisoners and bring them to my hut. Almighty gods, are you going to spare these dirty spies, my king? That one there killed some of our men in a skirmish the other day, and now he has arrived in our village with the obvious intention of freeing the prisoners. Death. They deserve death and the most terrible tortures. Well said, Prince. True. You are indeed incorrigible. When not even a fall into icy water could cool your fervent blood, my dear Siegfried. However, as long as I am king of Wenland, I make the decisions. And I have decided to spare the lives of these extraordinary people. This first one, judging by how he fights, could turn the millstone by himself. And this other one, who made me so happy a while ago, could replace my jester who no longer manages to make me even smile. Come on, fulfill the order, warriors!
Damn it! How long will we tolerate such a foolish king?
Calm down, Olsen. Some of the people are still on his side, but many others have already sworn allegiance to me. Soon I will sit on the throne of Winland. And you, my loyal Olsen, will be with me.
Soon, in King Guthrum's palace.
Don't fool yourself, stranger. I'll tell them to keep a constant eye on you. You won't be able to escape or attack. You are a dangerous man, and my people would never forgive me if you were to be freed and cause us trouble. You, Thorfinn, are dismissed. You can return to your work in the fields.
But sir, I am not.
Enough talk, Jester. You're dismissed. Don't you understand? This stranger will take your place. For months you haven't managed to give me a moment of joy. And this one, as soon as I see him, makes me laugh. He is.
Just a moment, Mr. King. If you spared my life only to mock me now, you made a mistake. Bah, death is better than the life of a court jester. Besides, I would never be able to make you smile. A Lopez Martinez y Gonzalez has a tradition of pride and honor that always evokes different feelings. Respect, esteem, admiration.
Ha 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 ha!
But what the hell is wrong with you?
Hi, I don't know. You make me laugh, son. I only know that you make me laugh.
Just a moment. That's not right. I am offended and invoke the old Viking laws. I challenge you, all stranger. You who have taken my place. King Guthrum, you must approve this fight.
Exactly. You have the right to that, Thorfinn.
Here you go, dirty man from warm lands. Do you want Ian Vigi or Holmanga?
What did you say?
I asked you if you want to fight according to the rules of Ian Vigi or Holmanga.
But I don't even know what the hell those words mean.
That's what I'll tell you, charming stranger. According to our old tradition, the one who is challenged to a fight has the right to choose between two methods of fighting with weapons. The first method, the one called Ian Vigi, lasts until the death of one of the fighters.
A wonderful tradition.
The second method, Holmanga, is broken with the first drop of blood spilled. Naturally, the wounded man is considered the loser.
So that's it? Good. In that case, dear Mr. Thorfinn, I have chosen Holmanga. And this is the first drop of blood. The duel is over. You won. The insult is washed away.
This is really good fun, fantastic, you're extraordinary fat man, ha!
But that's not fair. That's a dirty trick.
Disappear, Thorfinn. The stranger has respected the laws of Holmanga. Although his performance is more entertaining than any I've seen so far. Dismissed!
You know what I'm gonna tell you, Mr. King? You're really sweet.
Yes, I cannot understand how you can lead these bloodthirsty beasts.
To be honest, I don't like our politics. The gentle and smart are with me, but the warriors don't listen to me. Little by little, Prince Siegfried, with his ferocity, attracted mainly young people to him. They obey him blindly. After many years of peace, Wineland has become a pirate's nest, worthy of our ancestors. That fanatical madman has decided to conquer this entire area and create our new empire from it. And I had almost succeeded in persuading all our people to leave here.
What?
Exactly, my young friend. We had already packed. The descendants of Leif Erikson were ready to search for a new place. I read a few books about the American land to the south where, thanks to the warmer climate, we could cultivate the land more successfully. My words have already been met with enthusiasm by many. Then Siegfried appeared with his speech about how Vikings don't need to become miserable farmers to survive and how large ships will bring everything needed for life here. At that time, large whaling ships began to appear here. Thus, Siegfried, with his first successes, convinced the warriors, calmed the people, and destroyed all my plans. What a pity, because now I must remain in this damn place.
How is it that you don't like this land where your people, as I understand, have lived for years?
I'd say at least 600 or 700 years. Leif Erikson was the first from Norway to come here. It was a crazy journey. He overcame all the dangers of a difficult journey to arrive from cold lands to even colder ones. What an idea! I don't know how my ancestors liked it here, but one thing is certain, son. I can't complain now, but when the long winter comes, no fire, no blanket can warm me. Who knows? Maybe I'm the only Viking in history who suffers from the cold.
I see, however, that you have found a cure for that problem in wine.
In wine? Bah! That's another lie of that chatterbox Leif Erikson. That's what it is, a real live lie! Winland, that's what he called this place. Land of Wine, a fitting name for a people who love to drink, isn't it?
Certainly.
In this wonderful wine paradise, we have never managed to fill a single barrel of drinkable wine to the brim since the harvest. Damn it, the grapes are so miserable and sour that I can't understand how Leif Erikson could have called this place the Land of Wine. Exactly, it was just a lie to entice the Vikings to the newly discovered land. Fortunately, the ships attacked by our brave Prince Sigvila were full of whiskey. That way we replenish our meager supplies. To your health, boys!
Several days passed. Zagor was thrown into arduous forced labor. He had no opportunity to establish contact with the other prisoners, although he often saw them going to work, accompanied by guards. Nor Chico, although he was considered harmless, was he allowed to leave the king's palace.
Ha ha ha! I beat you, look! I'm afraid it's true. Let's see. Yes, it seems I have no escape. I've lost.
If you permit, Your Majesty, I will suggest a move.
Really, you play chess?
Well, that move will ruin all your opponent's plans.
Interesting. From where I can't wait to see what that move is. Come on, my friend. Show us. The game is already mine.
Now I will. Here he is.
Aha!
What did I tell you? Your opponent's plans have failed.
Damned idiot. You'll pay dearly for this. Calm down, Siegfried. That man is half crazy, but he won't harm anyone. Besides, he's really amusing me. You know how hard it is for me to forget the problems with Wyland for a moment. You still want to take us south? More! Our prisoners told me wonderful things about a land where the grass is always green and the sea is as calm as... Nonsense! Vikings have always known how to overcome the cold. We will be worthy of those who laid the first stone of this city. We will not abandon Wineland. Guthrum, remember that. And now, let's play... Ma'am! It's not said! Siegfried, it's not said!
After 2 days.
How are you, friend, tired?
Well, I'm not, although this device is more suitable for a mule or an ox. But I am worried about the failure of our enterprise. I'm afraid we won't be able to do anything for these poor prisoners.
Speaking of which, I'm more concerned that the two of us are poor prisoners. Hasn't that occurred to you?
Oh, that's right.
By all the mustaches in the family, that Prince Siegfried hates us so much that he would rather tear us apart. If it weren't for the king, he would do it.
It would have been better if I had killed him when we first met.
Speaking of which, what happened to the Indian who was waiting for us?
That's easy to imagine, Chico. When he saw that we weren't coming back, he must have gone to the village and spread the news of our disappearance. Fishleg must have done what he wanted to do earlier, sail for Port Whale.
Hey! Look there, Zagor.
1,000 scalps. Those are Rona, Ska, and Rameth.
And the one who looks dead is the Albanian? They caught them too. But how did it happen?
I don't know, Chico. Maybe they came looking for us here.
Stand aside, people, away! The U.S. spies, where did you find them? They were in the area. Strangers don't give us peace.
Aye, bad, not good.
And it's getting worse. Look, now Siegfried will speak. May heaven help us. As soon as he opens his mouth, we can only expect trouble from that bastard.
Zagor's predictions proved to be accurate. The enraged prince violently turned towards the group of people around him and towards the new prisoners.
Look at those dogs! Good people of Wineland! Do you see them, people who came from afar and joined with the dirty redskins? They want to attack our town. They are encouraged by the leniency with which we have traded them so far. We only managed to catch them by sheer luck. Now is the time to show them our teeth. No more giving in. We must wipe the Naskapi people from our land, because they threaten us day and night without ceasing. 5 with them. We will wipe out the whites who came on the last big ship.
That's right.
Siegfried is right.
Death to the enemies of Wayland.
Yes, death to the enemies of Wayland, but not only to those who are outside the walls, but to those who destroy us from within with their weakness and leniency. Death to King Guthrum.
At first, Siegfried's terrible statements surprised his listeners and they remained speechless. But immediately after, they all burst into cheers as one.
Yes, death to Guthrum!
We want a worthy king.
Winland needs a true warrior!
Siegfried is right! Be our new leader, Siegfried, and slaughter the weak Guthrum.
Thank you, friends, and I am ready to sacrifice for the salvation of Winland. And now to action immediately. Let's imprison Guthrum, and with him the strangers he saved. Let's attack in the holy name of Odin!
Odin! Odin!
Caramba, carambita. Do you hear that, Zagor?
1,000 scalps, difficult times are coming for the old drunken king. If things go badly for him, we will lose our only protector. Together with him, we will perish. Eat.
Is it possible that everything is going wrong for us?
Death to Guthrum!
Death to the king! No, not death! Alive, I want him alive!
Odin!
Quickly, Chico, run to Guthrum, snatch the drink he's undoubtedly drinking from his hands. Tell him to gather the people loyal to him. I will try to hold off these demons in the meantime.
While the little Mexican ran towards the king, Zagor desperately tried to free himself.
Guthrum? Guthrum?
Odin! Odin!
After a few of superhuman efforts, he managed to break the chains. And they, united with fierce rage, proved to be a deadly weapon.
My God!
Ah!
Ah! That damn man again! So much the worse for him! This time there's no Guthrum to save him!
Zagor narrowly avoided the blade strike. But he could not avoid the blow from the sword hilt from behind. The rebels, over his unconscious body, stormed into the king's palace.
Long live Siegfried! Odin!
Where Chico, meanwhile, had accomplished nothing. The ruler was still slumbering.
My mother, they're already here!
Guthrum! This is a worthy end for you, incompetent ruler. From a drunken king, you will become a drunken slave! Ha ha! Catch him!
Get out of my way, Barrel!
Odin!
Odin!
But...
And hard times are coming for you too.
Long live Siegfried!
Long live the new king of Wayland! Speed the word. Throughout the village, I want a great celebration for everyone. Warn all those who do not greet the news with a smile that their heads will fall under the axe.
If that's the case, Winland will echo with laughter. I tell you, ha 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 ha, ha 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 ha.
That night, the streets of the Viking settlement echoed with the songs and cheers of the new lords of Wineland. NN. One while Siegfried enjoys the joy of victory. In many houses, reasonable people spoke with concern about the events of that day.
What will happen now, Peter?
I don't know, woman. Prince Siegfried will surely push us deeper and deeper into his conquering dreams. Who knows? Maybe he dares to attack even the large cities from which the whaling ships come.
And Guthrum, what will happen to him and the few who stood by him?
Look at the square, and you'll get your answer. They are erecting a huge Odin statue, so it is clear what is being prepared. A mass execution.
That's terrible. And we expected so much from Guthrum's wisdom.
Quiet now, woman, from now on. Walls have ears. And if the prince knew what we were talking about, the executioner would have additional work on Odin's day.
Meanwhile, the hut where the prisoners were housed received new guests, the victims of the rebellion. Among them, furious and inconsolable, is King Guthrum.
May the gods burn that bastard! when I think I could have got rid of him who knows when already.
And how? Given that all the warriors are on his side?
Many support him only out of fear of resistance. Although I must admit, few rose to my aid. By the way, I must thank you, young man. I heard that at least you tried to defend me.
Leave it. I fought for the common good, and that, to be honest, is a goal I will not give up so easily.
Give up those illusions, Zagor. No one has ever escaped from this well-guarded prison, and the few who tried are underground.
But you, Ramath, you red friend, how is it that they caught you?
When I saw you entering the Stone City, I waited for your signal as a grade. I waited for 2 days. When I saw that you wouldn't come, I returned to the village. The one-legged commander and our chief decided to send a scouting party.
That is the three of us, including the poor Albanian, who almost lost his skin.
Then they discovered us, and now we are here in the same pot as you.
Nothing good is in store for us, judging by the preparations in the courtyard.
And Fishleg, what will he do when he sees that you're not coming back? What he intended before?
He'll sail to Port Whale, alert the Navy, and with them he'll come to free us.
Uekye, that plan will take a lot of time, and Siegfried wants to kill us as soon as possible. He won't wait more than a few days.
That's right, my friend. Tomorrow evening, the sacred Odin ritual is performed, and the statue they are now raising will be washed with our blood.
But don't you hear? DJ Army, the official executioner of Wenland, is already testing his axe.
Good hit, DJ Army. Hooray!
Oh no, 1,000 scalps. I don't like to play the slaughter pig for them there at all. Is it possible that there's no way out of here? What about trying that way, through those bars? Or through the roof? Maybe it's a little rotten, in one place, so we could do it.
Only a monkey can climb up there.
Yes, monkey, or Zagor?
That's right, Chico.
Using the smallest projection, the spirit with the axe began to climb the wall. One and continuing the ascent centimeter by centimeter. He managed to reach one of the air and light openings in the hut. But a nasty surprise awaited him there.
Ha ha! A dove would like to peek its beak out of the cage. Ha ha! If it's a dove, then it could fly a little!
Hitting Zagor's fists cruelly. Two Vikings threw him off the bars. But down below, his friends showed good reflexes. And with a real net of hands, they softened his fall.
Well, now you've satisfied your curiosity, my friend.
Although it cost you quite a bit.
Calm down, young and dear stranger. You will have to accept to offer your blood to Odin.
I don't like that at all, Guthrum.
I don't like it either. This is exactly when I finally prepared everything for the departure, TN.
What?
That's right, my few loyal subjects, and I dug an underground passage that leads from my palace to the seashore. Unfortunately, that damned Siegfried was faster. I didn't have time to use my tunnel.
That's a shame for you, King, but for us it would be more or less the same. But just a moment. If your passage can be used as an exit from Wenland, then it can also be a secret entrance for those from outside. Is that right, Seven?
That's right.
So, if we could inform Fishleg and the Naskapi tribe about that tunnel, our friends could enter the city, surprise Siegfried's warriors, and free us.
Everyone would live happily and contentedly, like in every true fairy tale. Because your idea, my dear Zagor, is just a fairy tale, and nothing more. Tell me who could inform our friends about the secret passage, since we are imprisoned here inside?
Yes, that's the point.
I'll do that.
You, Ramath.
That's right, white friend. I will leave here. Go to the captain and deliver your message to him.
What?
What is that scrawny man talking about?
Something is wrong with his head.
Are you all right, my dear Ramath?
Completely.
I think. Maybe you have a fever, or are you sure no Viking hit you a little harder on the head, and...
You are full of prejudice and IGNs. Like all white people. 1,000 of them, I said I would leave here, not that my body would pass through the walls and doors. My spirit will leap through space and take shape under the friendly tents of the Naskapi.
I don't.
Now we've reached the limit of madness.
A moment, friends. I have traveled the East many times, and often had the opportunity to hear stories about such feats, mostly performed by holy men in the inaccessible regions of Asia. These are phenomena unexplainable by ordinary logic, yet they occur. Some people have these powers.
Ramath is indeed very special. That's obvious.
I am happy that the light of truth has begun to penetrate your dark Western minds. A Tibetan priest conferred this power upon me. This is doubtless one of our most difficult undertakings, but I believe I will succeed in it, thanks to the seeds I have here. I only ask for complete silence. I need to concentrate.
Do as he says, people. I have spent enough time among the Redskins to know that witches and sorcerers are capable of the strangest things.
Under the curious gaze of all present, the fakir descended into the darkest corner. He swallowed some of the mysterious seeds he spoke of.
And what is that?
Probably some strange drug that will facilitate his trance.
Then he began to mutter some unintelligible words. This brought him to a state of complete immobility. By his wide-open, immobile eyes, it was clear that he was in a trance.
My mother.
Silence.
At the same time, far from there, in the Naskathpi camp, already sunk in sleep. Only a few people sat by the almost extinguished fire. Their faces betrayed tiredness and concern for their missing friends. In a long, silent stillness, only their gaze met in a mute search for answers to difficult questions. Until, finally...
It's useless by whale blood. We're just wasting valuable time here. It seems that the reconnaissance party we sent after Zagor fell into a trap. Now we have no other way out. Your men are not enough to attack the city. I will have to go for help. I hope that in the meantime nothing terrible will happen to Zagor or the other prisoners there.
Off, I think that's the best way. One-legged captain.
In that case, I will immediately make preparations for the departure of the Golden Baby.
Yes, better to leave as soon as possible. We risk running aground on a shoal, but in return, the darkness will protect us from attacks by those damned ships of theirs.
Don't weigh anchor, my captain, if you wish to save your friends.
But who was that speaking?
A voice came from behind your back, but I see no one.
May heaven help us. We're all going crazy.
The gods will help you if you deserve their grace by doing your duties.
A voice, that voice, again.
It comes from nowhere, but it sounds like Ramath's voice.
Ramath speaks to you. And now it will reveal itself to you if you are brave enough to be part of mysterious powers.
And so, before the astounded eyes of the surprised trio, at first gentle outlines appeared. And then the clear image of the fakir. Fishleg instinctively ran towards him, shouting,
Ramath, you're back.
But the captain's hands grabbed at nothing.
Evil spirit, may Manitou help us.
Heavens!
I am not a ghost. What you see is a projection of my body which is alive and well, far from here. You, Captain, know many of my magical powers, and should not be so upset, nor force me to explain. I have only this to tell you. I, Zagor, and many others are in great danger in Wineland and will be executed tomorrow evening. Lead your people, and come, Naskapi. If you can surprise the Vikings, victory will not escape us.
But the walls of the Yellow Hares are high and well guarded.
And their guards watch from dawn to dusk. How can we surprise them?
I sent my spirit precisely to explain to you. About 300 meters from the city, large waves wash over the stone speckled with greenish patches. When you remove that obstacle, you will find a tunnel dug into the rock. It will lead you straight to King Guthrum's house. From there you will easily enter the village, attack the enemies and free us. They have locked us in the largest building in the center of Wineland.
But tell me, Ramus.
I can no longer speak, my will is weakening. My body calls me back. I must go.
No, wait!
But Ramatha's image had already faded.
Come, Captain, save us.
A moment later it completely disappeared.
The spirit is gone. It returned to the realm of shadows.
Damn it.
What a ghost! I know Ramath well enough to know that he can do such things, incomprehensible to normal people. No, I completely believe in what we saw, and one thing is certain. Saw. I will obey Ramath's words.
Ha! Although I doubt what my eyes saw a moment ago, my Naskapi will go with you. Uek. Ha!
All right, I for my part will arm the entire crew, including the cook. By my gut and 3,000 whales, the thought of my friend Zagor being in danger will double our strength and lead us to victory.
May the gods hear you.
At the same time,
Look, he moved.
His eyes are no longer so horribly stiff.
He's sweating. Ramath, are you all right?
Calm down. White friend, my body is exhausted, but my spirit endured everything. The message has been delivered. Captain Fishleg received all instructions on how to save us tomorrow evening.
May heaven help us if that is so.
Do you believe it?
Madman? He is just a madman to me.
Now let me rest. Ramath is tired, terribly tired.
What do you say, Zagor?
Can we hope for anything?
As I told you, I have already had the opportunity to see strange things that cannot be explained by reason. That's why I see no reason why I shouldn't trust our Ramath. Whatever the case, we unfortunately can only wait and be ready. If a battle comes, we must be capable of it. Let's all try to rest a little now. Tomorrow a tough day awaits us.
the next evening, the threatening figure of their god loomed over the Viking town. In an atmosphere of anticipation, dozens of inhabitants rushed to the square, watching the small stage vigilantly, which was filling up more and more with prominent people from the town. The priest was there. The swelling Prince Siegfried, who was greeted with thunderous applause.
Long live Siegfried! Long live our king! Long live the new ruler of Wayland! A moment, friends, a moment. Thank you for your trust, but I still do not have the right to the title king which you have bestowed upon me. Before we start talking about the new king, we must hold elections, according to our old customs. Is that right?
So demand our ancient customs.
Besides, before a new king is chosen, The old one must be dead, don't you think? Haha! NN!
Excellent. Siegfried, what are we waiting for then? Let the old man die.
Death to King Guthrum!
Death to Guthrum and his friends.
Let them die, prepare the axe. Deej army! The axe is already ready and impatient, my prince.
At that moment, a long horn blast echoed through the town, as a sign announcing Guthrum's death to the residents who remained at home.
The execution begins.
Poor Guthrum.
May good spirits accompany him to Valhall.
To the prisoners in horrified anticipation.
That sound doesn't promise anything good.
That's right, Zagor. In recent days, we've heard those sounds every time they brought one of our friends out for execution.
That is the holy horn. Its voice announces the execution.
But then it's over.
Yes, we can give up all hope.
But how is it that Fishleg didn't even try to help us?
Gay, I already told you not to pay attention to that charlatan fucker. You fooled us all, but now you'll pay for it.
1,000 scalps. Leave that man alone, sailor. The same fate will befall anyone who tries again. 1,000 scalps out there, everyone wants our heads, and we're fighting each other like wolves. Instead, let's prepare to open the gates. We'll sell our skins dearly. It's better to die fighting than to calmly put your head on the block.
Zagor is right.
That's right. I'll be comforted if I kill at least one of those disgusting Vikings.
Meanwhile, on the shore, not far from the square.
It's the same caller as Ramath said.
Almighty gods, the stone is indeed there. Attack, friends.
Let's all push together.
The stone, obviously intended as a cover for the tunnel entrance, moved with ease, revealing a passage dug into the rock.
Everything is as Ramath said.
Quickly, torches, my men and I are going to the front. There aren't many of us, but our rifles will cause a nice panic in the village.
But wouldn't it be better to send a few men to scout first?
We don't have time for that anymore. That horn sound we heard seems like the start of a celebration. And I wouldn't want that celebration to be at the expense of our poor friends. Follow me, boys. Be ready.
Don't worry, Captain. We will avenge the dead from the Blue Star, and those from the Rainbow and other ships from Port Whale.
Advancing with great caution and complete silence, the column quickly crossed the underground passage. Until...
We've arrived. This leather surely protects the entrance to the room.
And if there's someone inside?
Give me the knife. We'll look through the hole to see what's happening there. MP, everything's fine. Come on, friends, be ready for anything.
Meanwhile,
Mighty Odin, deign to receive these blood offerings from your sons and bless the new era of our wineland.
Odin! Odin! Odin!
Bring the first one.
Yes, over here with the first one. Who is worthiest to watch first, if not the great Seven Guthrum?
accompanied by the cheers of his former subjects, the old ruler approached the statue's pedestal with a determined step. After a contemptuous glance at those present, he didn't hesitate to kneel before the block and rest his head on it.
1,000 scalps. The old drunkard taught everyone a lesson in dignity.
For him, my legs are trembling so much that they'll have to carry me there.
The axe slowly began to rise. For a moment it remained motionless above the head of the condemned man, in the complete silence of the square. And then, as the heavy blade began to descend upon the victim, something unexpected happened.
Ah!
Fire, friend! You, Zarkotha, lead your men to help the prisoners.
In complete confusion, the Vikings scattered in search of their weapons. But the rifled bullets were deadly, while the Niskapi ran towards the prisoners.
Ha!
You arrived just in time, my friend.
Complete confusion reigned.
Over here, my loyal subjects, come out of your houses. King Guthrum is not dead yet and needs you in the fight against Seafried's cruelty and madness.
Almost simultaneously many doors opened, and the windows wide open to send help to the old ruler.
Ah! Odin! Odin!
Siegfried! Where are you, Siegfried? Show yourself, Siegfried. If you're a man, we'll settle scores once and for all. Siegfried! Siegfried! Show me your murderer's face!
I am here, Zagor. I am coming to you.
Ah!
Soon you will regret calling my name. I will kill you, Zagor, even if it is the last thing I do in my life.
The battle had indeed turned badly for Siegfried's followers who, surprised and unarmed, slowly gave up the fight. So the general attention turned to the participants of the last duel.
Ready, Zagor?
I'm waiting for you, wretch.
The two opponents slowly turned towards each other, while the crowd was so excited that no one dared utter a sound. But when the fighters turned face to face, a voice echoed.
Stop, Siegfried! A dirty traitor like you doesn't deserve death in a duel, and from the hand of a man like Zagor. Only beasts would be worthy to kill you, Siegfried! Thorfinn, Thorfinn!
I am here, master!
Let them go, Thorfinn!
Attack, Thor! You, Rig! Attack!
Before the astounded prince could recover from the surprise, these two enormous dogs threw themselves at him, giving him no time for even the slightest resistance.
No, no!
But this is monstrous. Stop him, Guthrum, stop him.
Only when they deliver justice, Zagor!
A moment later, the king indeed called the dogs,
Thor! Regiana!
who obediently stepped away, leaving the stunned spectators the horrifying sight of Prince Siegfried's lifeless remains.
Heavens!
My God!
What a terrible end!
People of Wineland, listen to me! This horrific, bloody scene ends, the events of which I was a victim end with the death of the traitor Seafried. There will be no reprisal, no revenge. All of you will be able to choose a future for yourselves and your children. You can stay here or else come with me to the new Winland, which I will build in the south where the sun is warmer. People who came from far away promised to lead us to a land where nature is generous, where the land is warm from the sun, and so rich that we will no longer have to act like pirates to survive.
Do you hear him? The old fox hasn't given up on his plans to move.
Yes, but his men are not yet completely convinced.
Soon it will be day. Prepare for the journey. Load your belongings onto the longships that, after so long, will finally be used for a voyage of peace.
Long life King Guthrum! We will follow you everywhere, our king.
Bring only the bare necessities. We will lack neither vegetables nor skins where we are going.
Long life King Guthrum!
So, my young friend, what do you think? It seems this is the right time to leave this damned cold place.
It seems so, Guthrum. Fishleg's ship will lead you all the way to a place we call Maine. There we will give you a helmsman, who will guide you on the continuation of your journey south. Among the military leaders in Florida, I have many friends. I am sure I will be able to secure you a place, a kind of reservation, where you can live in peace. No one will interfere with your customs or the traditions of your race.
That's wonderful, Zagor. I couldn't ask for anything more. Come on, boys. Let's go. The sooner we leave, the more we'll gain. Almighty gods, these hedgehogs passing through my bones announce the arrival of winter. Come on, hurry up! One day earlier departure can save me from the usual cold that catches me every winter.
But, excuse me, my dear king. I would like to ask a question on behalf of all the inhabitants of Wineland.
I'm listening, my loyal subject.
What will Udin say about us abandoning this land? Yes, do you think God will approve our departure?
Or will he be angry and show us his wrath for leaving the homes of our ancestors? I don't know.
There's a remark that, if I'm right, got you into trouble, King Guthrum.
Well, I didn't actually expect that. Who knows, maybe a drop will help me overcome this last obstacle too. So, let's see. Oh yes, of course, now I understand. Beloved subjects, children, and brothers, your doubt is more than justified.
Caramba, Carambita, I'm really curious to see what the old fox has come up with now.
If we want to know the will of our God, there is only one way to ask him. And Udnin, as always, will answer us through the mouth of our great priest.
That's right! King Guthrum is right!
Come on, Nupson, address our God, and tell us his will. Use your magical power.
Yes, I will do that, Lord King.
Heading towards the giant statue, the priest passed by the king, who, in turn, managed to whisper a few words to him.
Listen to me carefully, you dried-up hen! I should have had you torn apart, already for siding with my enemies. And I could leave you alive and tell all these good people about all your tricks and deceptions.
But I am the great priest El.
Nonsense. If you care about your old skin, you'll give us the answer I want.
Depressed and frightened by the king's threats, the priest continued. In complete silence, he threw himself to the ground in front of Odin's statue, uttering a kind of prayer.
O great Odin, protector and teacher of ours, deign to speak with your obedient servant.
He repeated the unintelligible magic sentences several times.
Yelarui muse bestas ver.
Then he remained silent for a while. And then jumped to his feet with a triumphant expression.
He answered me, God answered me. He said, Espiik nupsan, speak.
Don't keep us in suspense! Yes, speak, old rascal!
All right, Odin said he has nothing against us going to build a new Winland, provided we take him.
Long lie! Quickly, let's load him onto the ship! Get the ropes! We'll carry him with them! Long live!
The high priest and the king exchanged knowing glances. Guthrum couldn't contain a cheerful comment. N.O.
Did you see, friends? I knew this old swindler would manage to save both the sheep and the money this time.
Ha ha ha. That one is truly a master of cunning.
Well, it's no wonder, it seems to me. He's been the high priest for 20 years.
On board. God's presence will give us good wind and a calm sea. Come on!
And so everything ended in the best possible way, with the exception of poor Siegfried's victims. You, Guthrum, will finally alleviate your rheumatism by moving to warmer southern lands. You, Soror, will have your land in peace. You no longer need to fear Viking attacks. And you, Fishleg, will once again be able to come here with your whalers from Port Whale, without fear to hunt the poor large mammals from which you make umbrellas.
Wonderful. But you now think we are all satisfied. And me? What did I get in this stupid affair? Fear, blows to the heart and head. That's what I got.
Well, as for that, everything will be paid to you on the return journey. Our French chef will be at your disposal for every lunch and dinner. Agreed?
By all the mustaches in the family, finally a true word. Come on, Blondes. Hurry with the preparations. I can't wait to board the Golden Baby.
Ha ha!
2 days later, after a sad farewell to Sawar and his people, Zagor and the others boarded the ship. They passed through the narrow exit from the bay. They went out to the open sea. Behind them sailed small Viking ships with their characteristic square sails.
Ha ha ha! Our friends didn't waste any time.
Look over there at the bow of the first ship.
Honor Farrell that sails, son. South, helmsman, south! There we will find the sun. There we will find the wine. Hi, hi, hi! South! South!
After 3 days,
Dinner is ready, my captain.
My little belly, calm down now. Dinner awaits us. A delicious bite, cooked by Fat Gaston for us. But what beans? Caramba, carambita, beans tonight. By all the mustaches in the family, is that the dish of the famous French chef? Beans, just beans with a crumble of meat. That's what we've had for the last 3 days.
Don't complain about the beans, Chico. It's not the lunch I promised you, but something unforeseen happened when we left the ship to save you. Boys from the Indian village came aboard. Obviously hungry, they fell upon everything they found to eat in the farthest corners of the storeroom.
I understand everything. They took everything except the beans.
Yes, except for the beans. See? Except for a crumble of meat, which, as you see, we distributed so that each person gets a forkful.
A forkful. All we needed were those Indian brats. It's enough to drive you crazy. To drive you crazy.
Unfortunately, we only noticed the theft when we set sail. Othuar and his hunters would have supplied us with fresh meat.
Come on, Chico, don't take it so hard. Eat your forkful of meat and be satisfied. Beans aren't so bad for someone who likes vegetables as much as you do. Imagine how hard this would be for us if we were exclusively carnivores, like some animals.
My mother, carnivore is like some animals or some people. Like, for example, the one who lives 2 steps from us. That cannibal, Christian eater. Caramba, carambita, isn't it clear to you yet? That cannibal is now without animal meat, and it's only a matter of time before he succumbs to the temptation of eating human flesh. He's going to eat us all! My mother, give me your portion of meat, fish leg. Yours, Zagor. And I'll add mine. Tarawa, Tarawa. Here you go, my good Tarawa. Here's some excellent deer meat that your dear friends took from their own mouths. Just for you?
But I already got my portion.
No, you just eat. You have to eat well. Listen to someone who wishes you well. Eat. In this cold climate, you southerners need calories. Eat, my friend, chew well, enjoy.
The small fleet continued sailing, accompanied by fine, favorable weather. Until, after 2 days, a shriek from the crow's nest at the bow alarmed the entire crew.
To eat there. It's blowing, it's blowing.
Damn it. Damn it. Zarkov, are you sure?
I am as sure as I am alive. Look, it's blowing again, I see it clearly.
Heavens above, lower the sails, we're stopping.
Caramba, carambita, it's really true that all sailors are crazy. What the hell is wrong with you now?
Didn't you hear what the lookout shouted? It's blowing.
Blows. But what the hell is blowing? The wind. A storm is coming. A cyclone. A hurricane.
Maney. Blows is the term whalers used to announce that they have sighted a whale at sea.
Do you mind if we stop here for a bit, Zagor, since that animal has already come before our ship? It would be a pity not to catch it and go home with the booty. We can share the catch with the widows of the Viking victims.
Excellent. Fish leg. I'm glad to be able to participate in a whale hunt for the first time. Please put me in one of the boats that, as I see, you are already plowing into the sea.
Why not? Though you have no experience with whales, you are a true expert with the spear, and our harpoons are just a heavier kind of spear. Leave one of your men on board, Zarkov. Zagor will be with you.
But Captain, you know how dangerous it is.
Nonsense, our friend is skilled enough to brilliantly pass the whale hunting baptism. Come on, go, but when you use the harpoon, try not to be dragged too far.
Don't worry, Captain, if the excursion goes too far, we'll cut the rope.
And while the second boat, led by Captain Fishleg, is lowered from the Golden Baby. The paddlers in the first boat rowed with all their strength towards the spot where the characteristic waterspout was seen. Our hero had the opportunity to observe the whale hunt from the first row.
Well, when you talk about it, this is the easiest thing in the world. And it is actually so difficult and dangerous that coastal towns are full of widows and orphans of whalers. So, this is how it's done. The boat follows the whale, and at the bow stands a man ready to hit it with a harpoon that is tied with a rope, even up to 200 meters long. The harpoon enters deep into the whale's body, and it starts jumping and fleeing like crazy, dragging the boat behind it at terrifying speed.
In our language, it's called sled ride.
And how long does that sled ride last?
That can last for hours, tens of miles, until the whale tires out.
But in the meantime, we try to pull ourselves closer and reduce the distance between us and it so that we can reach it with other harpoons and finish it off as soon as possible.
Yeah. I should get involved here if I understand correctly.
Yes, although it can happen that you don't get such an opportunity at all. It often happens that the sled ride lasts only a moment because the whale, enraged by the harpoon wound, manages to free itself with a powerful tail strike that can crush the boat, the bones of those near him.
And that you don't even have time for a goodbye.
1,000 scalps. What drives people like you to engage in such a dangerous profession?
Well, primarily hunger. In any case, it is necessary to earn a living somehow, and poor people do not always have the option to choose. And there are many other reasons. The charm of danger, love for the sea, travel to distant lands.
How far?
As much as you can't even imagine, a whaler always stays on the road for at least 5 or 6 months. But sometimes when you're unlucky and the warehouses remain empty, you go further and further and only return home after 2 years. Sometimes they venture into the Pacific all the way to Hawaii, Australia, or towards Japan.
Look out.
He saw us. Which way are we going?
To the right, the captain will go to the other side. He's behind us.
Suddenly, Zarkov stood up and started shouting, wanting to encourage his men. He most often shouted the ugliest oaths and insults he could remember.
Rowo, now come on, damn lazy bones. Do you think you're on an excursion? Forward. For heaven's sake, sweat it out if you don't want your blood to be squeezed out later.
With great effort, the rowers managed to push the boat forward without frightening the whale, which dived in front of them. The leader of the boat, always ready for action, watched the surface of the sea carefully from all sides to notice the slightest ripple that would indicate the whale's presence near them. Then,
there, to that side. There he is.
1,000 scalps, what a beast.
Just keep going. Don't give up, damn you, grab the oars. Just a little more, you dirty bums. He's almost within reach. Just a few more meters. Just 1 more meter. Now!
Zarkov did not belie his reputation as a good shot. The spears hit the target with full force.
Good shot, Zarkov.
Rope? Give me the rope?
The stacked pile of ropes began to unwind at incredible speed, until the whale moved away and the connection with it tightened. Thus began the mad sled ride. The boat, though heavy, bounced on the waves like a walnut shell, almost overturning several times, along with the crew who hardly kept themselves inside.
Dove.
1,000.
Damn it. It seems this monster has enough strength to continue like this until nightfall.
Hold on tight, people.
That's what I'm afraid of.
But the captain forbade us. Don't forget.
If that's the case, let's try to finish him off with other blows. Pull the rope. Come on. You, Zagor, be ready with the harpoon. Aim as well and as hard as you can.
With the desperate efforts of the sailors, the rope, meter by meter, began to return to the boat, reducing more and more the distance of the great whale that continued its escape. But, about half an hour later, he was within reach again. He was only a few meters from the boat.
Now, Zagor,
Listening to his teacher's instructions, the spirit with the axe frantically began to strike the whale with his spears. Countless times he pierced him violently, pulled out the harpoon and struck again. But then the whale dived and disappeared under the blood-stained sea. And almost at the same moment desperate screams echoed from the boat.
Look out, Tails.
1,000 scalps, what a blow. Everything hurts, but I think my bones are intact. What about the others? What happened?
Zarkov! Zarkov!
I'm behind you, Zagor. I think I got away with only a great fright. Jed Ben Hopkins Turner, where are you?
I am here, Zarkov, alive and well. Jed is down there. He is also quite well.
Fortunately, one by one, all the sailors answered the call.
Here I am, people.
Soon the shipwreck gathered around a part of the wreckage, happy to have escaped with their lives.
Oh damn, I've never flown like this before.
When we return to Port Whale, I'll light a candle to my patron saint.
We were really lucky. It couldn't have gone better.
Zagor brought us luck.
Oh, look at them, so pleased with themselves.
May I join your celebration and celebrate the loss of my best boat and equipment?
But Captain, we...
That you have tasted the strength of that beast.
Bah, she was a little bigger than a sardine compared to the last one I caught. I'm surprised at you, Zagor. You swung those spears the way I use a toothpick.
But fish leg.
Don't make that face, I was kidding. Damn the whale boat. The important thing is that you are all alive and well, and only heaven knows how happy I am for that. Come on aboard. You'll dry off on the golden baby, and a drop of whiskey will bring some color back to those cheeks pale with fear.
That's a great idea, Captain.
With all that salty water I've drunk, a little alcohol will set me straight.
So, Zagor, what do you think of our kind of fishing now?
Well, in any case, it's very exciting. But all in all, I prefer the salmon from the churning streams of my forest. No.
Soon.
The famous wallers are returning from a failed expedition. Ha ha ha! Here come the pale faces of fear and empty hands. You must know how to be content with little in life, my gentlemen. Look at me, for example. I stood here, peaceful and joyful, without any danger, and caught a good catch. Whoops! Here's a new specimen that will fatter my lunch, without any danger.
No, Chico, don't. Touch it! It's not a fish like the others, my friend. It's an eel. It is a species of fish that in danger defends itself by emitting a quite strong current.
Well, quite strong. With to hell with the sea and all who live above and below it. Is it possible that I only get trouble from salt water?
The journey of the small fleet continued. Every now and then King Guthrum would come to the deck of the Golden Baby, where he showed his insatiable appetite for whiskey and his questions about the new land awaiting him. One late afternoon, the outline of another whaler appeared on the horizon.
Ship ahead.
He approached them. Stopped not far from Fishleg's ship.
Archangel. I've never heard that name.
They must be Germans. Look at the flag.
Immediately, party greetings, customary in rare meetings at sea, began.
I am Captain Wolf from Hamburg.
And I am Charles Humboldt from Port Whale.
Port Whale? But then, that means you're already returning?
That's right. We hope to be home as soon as possible.
Lucky you, obviously. Your warehouse is full of fat. And we, on the contrary, sailed out 4 months ago, and our catch is nothing.
Well, to be honest, we don't have a single barrel of whale blubber. But that's too long a story for me to tell you now.
Why don't you come for a small visit on board? Captain, I would be happy if you showed me the right route on the map. You know these waters much better than I do. I'll be honored if you are my guest for dinner.
Why not? It's always a pleasure to chat with a colleague. Will you come with me, Zagor, and you, Chico?
Thank you, Fishleg, but I'd rather stay in peace. All in all, I'm already tired of life at sea, and I don't even want to hear about it anymore.
Holy truth. I agree with Zagor.
In that case, see you later. Throw us the ladders, you there. The Germans have already sent a boat for me.
After a few minutes, Fishleg climbed into the boat, in front of which there was no long journey. He crossed to the Erzengel, where he was received very warmly by the commander.
I am proud to shake hands with a whaler from Port Whale. The news of the stunning development of your city has reached all the way to Europe.
Indeed, our industry is progressing well. We couldn't complain about the jobs. In any case, you will see that you will get a good catch. Just go a little north of here.
And we hope for a catch. And now come please to my salon. Lunch will be served.
During dinner, Fishleg told the German captain about the events of the past few days, and in the end.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Yes. So unbelievable that I don't believe a single word of everything you said. I think that on those strange ships there are only stupid Indians whom you forced to hunt whales instead of you. So you will now return home with booty that everyone will envy you for. And which I already envy you for, and therefore I ask you to share it.
Share? I'm afraid I don't understand.
You understood perfectly. I'm already sick and tired of this journey. I can't wait to return to Hamburg. Since whales give my ship a wide berth, I will demand a share of the booty from all the luckier colleagues I meet along the way.
But I already told you I don't have a single barrel of whale oil in the warehouse.
Nonsense! I bet your men will find 100 barrels just to see their captain again.
What?
Exactly. You are now my prisoner. Good. Thomas, tie him up.
Jahol.
And soon.
Hey, V! Hey, Golden Baby! I want to speak with the first officer! Do you hear me? This is Captain Wolf, and I want to give a message to your officer.
Yeah, what is that?
What the hell does he have to say that he can't immediately tell Fishleg, who is on his ship?
I am listening, Captain. Do you need anything?
Haha, I think so. Listen carefully. Your captain is my prisoner. He is well bound. You can see for yourself. If you want him to come back to your ship, you must send me 100 barrels of oil.
What? Are you joking?
On the contrary, I am so serious that if you don't extend the rope for the transfer of what I asked for in half an hour, my ship will sail alongside your captain, but he will have the rank of an ordinary sailor.
Unbelievable.
But you can't do that. You're not pirates. And...
Damned cheater.
Besides, we don't have any whale blubber at all.
Shut your mouth. Your captain already tried to pull that lie on me. But I still don't believe it. I repeat the demand. I'll send a boat for one end of the rope, then we'll stretch it between the ships, so you can send the barrels one by one to my ship.
Heavens above, what a situation.
How are we going to convince them that we don't have what they're asking for on board?
We can tell them to send a sailor to search the warehouse.
They won't dare. They'll think we'll keep him as our prisoner.
What shall we do?
What shall we do? Yes, now that I think about it, there is a way to satisfy those leeches.
But how?
I'll explain later.
Hey, you on the Erzengel. Do you hear me? We agree we'll give you what you ask for. Let's start preparing for the transfer.
Haha! You see, dear colleague, how much your people love you. Just to get you back, they agreed to give me what you say doesn't exist at all.
But I don't understand.
Ha 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 ha.
Come on, boys, prepare for the best day of your fishing career. 100 barrels of fat without throwing a single harpoon.
Good hit, Captain.
The German captain's instructions began to be carried out immediately. In a very short time, 2 ships found themselves tied with a rope, along which they immediately slid, one after another. Barrels, which the sailors from the Erzengel, passing them from hand to hand, immediately began to stack on the deck. And soon...
Captain, it seems they're not sending anything more.
What? Damn it! How many did they send, Walowski?
With this last 32.
Damned idiots! If they hope I'll change my demand, they're terribly mistaken, bar only 32!
32 might be enough to deal with your ragamuffins. Captain, point.
For heaven's sake, what kind of damn trick is this?
One after another, the lids opened, letting Guthrum's Vikings out.
Odin!
They didn't need Zagor's incitement to fight.
Odin!
Surprised by the turn of the situation and the unusual clothing of the attackers, the sailors from the Erzengel were unable to cope or offer any real resistance. One after another they fell as victims. The Vikings hit them with the blunt side of their axes.
Odin! Odin!
Damn it! They look like a demonic army spit out of hell, CT! Stop, damned ones, surrender or your captain will lose his skin!
The unexpected and terrible threat used by Captain Wolf stopped the Vikings. But Zagor quickly ended the moment of hesitation. A very effective action.
Good hit, Zagor.
Come on, Guthrum. The celebration is not over yet.
But when they saw their captain on the ground, the rest of the crew proved to be much more peaceful.
No, enough, people. We have nothing to do with that. I assure you, sir, it was our captain's idea. Exactly, we are fishermen, not pirates. Not even our captain has resorted to pirate method until now. He was so upset by the failed journey that he must have lost his head.
All right, I would gladly believe you people, and since everything ended up with only a little fear and a few bruises...
God will reward you, Captain. You won't regret your generosity, believe me.
Load your men into the boats, Guthrum. We're going back to our ships, away.
And the empty barrels!
Well, we'll return them to the Golden Baby.
I'd rather have some of them return full. I am sure these good people will not mind filling them with whiskey and wine so that we can forget the sweat we spilled because of them, Enna. Is that right, my friend?
Yes, of course. Just come down. We have good wine from Renault, eh?
That's how I like it. And especially your captain who now needs it the most.
With the passage of time, that strange and unpleasant event was soon forgotten, and after a few days, the lookout let out the long-awaited cry.
There's Port Well in front of us. Port Well.
We're home, folks.
Hooray, we did it.
Hooray!
And so, my friend, this story ended happily. Thanks to you.
Well, it's not over yet. Now the hardest part of the task awaits you. You will return their loved ones, whom they already considered lost. But you will have the sad task of reporting the deaths of many others. You will destroy all hope for so many families.
I know, Zagor, it is by no means pleasant, but seafarers, unfortunately, must always be prepared for similar events.
And don't forget to give Guthrum's fleet a good helmsman. It is important that the Vikings arrive alive and well on the coast of Florida. I will inform the authorities at Fort Pierce to take care of them.
But why are you telling me all this in such a hurry? You're acting as if you're going to leave us right away.
And I will, my friend. In Port Whale, endless conversations, recounts, celebrations await us. In any case, everything that doesn't really make me happy. That's why I'd like you to prepare a boat for me, so that Chico and I can disembark before we reach the harbor.
Are you sure about that? In Port Whale, you could have rested a little and had some fun.
Trust me. For Salig, this will still be best for SVF. Besides, I'm impatient to return to Darkwood. I left there a long time ago. And you know how I always worry if anything happened while I was gone.
I understand you. I will do what you want. Just allow me to thank you.
For heaven's sake, without heart-wrenching good bees. Give me your hand, old fox. Who knows if we won't meet again for the third time soon. Now you know where to find me. Give your hand, Guthrum.
May Odin always protect you, Zagor. My people owe you a lot, and I promise you I will never forget you.
Rather promise me that you'll raise your elbow less often than before. Living with Americans and Indians in Florida will be much harder for you than your previous solitude. Besides, you'll need a sharp mind to lead your people wisely.
I promise to drink only on the holy days of our gods. On Mondays, which is the holy day of the goddess of the sky. On Tuesdays, in honor of the gods of war. On Wednesdays, in honor of the forest deities of the forests. On Thursdays, for love.
Enough, old scoundrel. If that is the case, there is nothing left for me but to wish your subjects God's help, since they will hardly have any from you.
An hour later, when the houses on the hills of Port Whale were already clearly visible, a boat detached itself from the side of the Golden Baby. With hearty greetings from the entire crew.
Good luck, friends. See you later.
Good luck, Zagor.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
To which were added numerous congratulations from Guthrum's emigrants.
May the gods help you, Zagor.
Good luck.
Goodbye.
Later, with a last look at the ships, it seemed as if the spirit with the axe wanted to embrace all those from whom he had parted so touchingly. Then his unique greeting echoed. IT.
Come on, Chico, you'll finally feel solid ground under your feet.
Kurumbata, I can hardly wait. I don't want to see another ship, nor hear any talk about it. That's right. Blessed and solid earth. Just as the sea surface causes me discomfort, anxiety, fear. In the same way, your touch gives me security, peace, joy. I'll kiss you. You deserve a kiss, my dear land.
Ha. Come on, get up, Jester.
You are everything to me. My mother, wife, sister. Oh! What? Let me go. Damn it, let me go. Woodgley scarecrow. Hey. Damn it, land. Not even in you can one trust anymore.
Haha. Not even this is completely harmless, my friend.